Ashburn with SENukeX.tv, and this is the niche research training video. The goals of this video are to give you an explanation of niche research, show you how to do it, and also give you some tips and tricks at the end. So let's get right into an explanation of niche research. The purpose, obviously, of niche research is to find the best keywords for your money site. And to do that, you first need to understand how Google works. Obviously, Google is the search engine king out there, and most people find what they're looking for by going to Google, typing a couple keywords, and then hitting enter. Google responds with what I call a search list with those keywords. So do it yourself if you want to. Type diet and hit enter into Google, and Google responds with a list. So one thing I learned pretty early on is that each search list is different. If you type diet, or if you type best diet, or if you type best diet now, each one of those search lists are going to be completely different. Different sites, different URLs that pop up in those lists. Pretty interesting concept there. So keep in mind the goal of niche research is to find the best keywords for your money site, and you do that by using long tail keywords. Long tail keywords are basically a group of 2 or 3 keywords together, almost like a sentence that someone types to get a direct response of what they're looking for. So obviously you want to use specific keywords and really actually think of a sentence when you're looking for keyword research. So you want to be specific. For example, if I type American Cars 2010, obviously that's a specific sentence where someone would be looking for American cars from last year. Obviously, too, you want to use keywords that directly correspond to your product, service, or offering. So if you're selling wood chips, you want to use keywords that directly correspond to wood chips and how it integrates together with your product, service, or offering. And you also want to use keywords that have a call to action, that are the closest to making a purchase or using a service. For example, if you have a facial cleanser website, you want to use the keywords buy proactive. You don't want to use something generic like best acne solution. That would be ridiculous. So let's take a look at the software right now, and here we go.
Okay guys, let's jump into some niche research. There's basically 3 ways of doing niche research. You can use the niche research tab, you can use the search for keywords on Google Keywords tab, or you can do the batch research tab. Okay, so let's look at the niche research tab. Here's where you type the keyword you're wanting to research. Here's where you select the competition type. Keyword will just look for any keywords in that sentence. It'll just look for one particular keyword or any group of keywords. Quotations keyword will look for keywords in that particular order on sites. All entitled keyword, this is the default, the way that most of us look for keywords. All entitled keyword will look for a particular post or site with American Cars 2010 right there all in the title of that particular post or site. And then in-title keyword, in-anchor keyword, this is going to look for, these words have to be in the title, and also there has to be those words or one of those words in the anchor for the text link as well on that site. So most of us are using the all entitled keyword. If you're a little confused by this, just select all entitled keyword and move on. Okay, so here's where you select where you want to show the search result positions from, and you just hit check competition. Okay, so that tells me right away here that the domination difficulty could be tough for this group of keywords. Now if this said easy or extremely easy, then you could go after those keywords. If this said doable, and it'd be a little harder, the next levels could be tough, extremely difficult, not likely. Those are really harder to get to the top of those Google search lists. With enough SEO, you can actually get there, but it's going to take a lot more work. Okay, so let's look at the next way of doing niche research, and that is the search for keywords on Google Keywords tool. Now I'm going to skip over keywords and word tracker. Most of us are not using this. It's going to give you 5 or 10 suggestions, but this one is much more powerful, the keywords on Google Keywords tool. So when you go to the page, it's first going to ask you to put in the CAPTCHA. I've already done that, so I can hit cancel. And here's where you type keywords. I type keywords 1 per line. American cars by American cars, etc. And I can also look up keywords in a particular website if I want to. You can just type that in right there, www.whatever.com. All right. Okay. And then I just hit search. And what this is going to do is respond with 50 keywords, your keyword, as well as 50 other keywords that from Google's searches out there. And boom, now you have 50 keywords. And you can hit the down arrow to actually have it look for 100 keywords, which is a lot better, and I usually do that. Okay, so now in order to find the competition difficulty, let's do copy keywords for batch research. So we hit this button, it copies all 100 keywords, and we do find competition. And this takes about maybe 1 or 2 minutes. And later on, you're going to get results. It's going to tell you easy, extremely easy, from those easy levels all the way to difficult, don't waste your time, etc. And you can also save results as CSV if you want to. And you can save your keyword search list when it's done, your keywords. And you can also load your keywords by search list and do a batch research as well. And so that's the last way, of course, is doing the batch research. If you wanted to type keywords in one at a time, all the way down the line, you can do that. And you can do a lot of them there, of course. So that's the niche research. And doing all that, we'll find out which Google search list you can go after and where to rank.
Hey guys, let's go over some tips and tricks at the end of this video. Let's recap some of the concepts I was talking about first. Obviously, you want to use long tail keywords. Using those are much better than just using one keyword. And think of a sentence and think of specifics when you're typing long tail keywords and doing research for them. Also, you want to use keywords that correspond to your product, service, or offering. And you want to use keywords that have a call to action that are the closest to making a purchase or using a service. Another interesting thing I came across out there is you don't want to overthink your strategy. The more you try to overthink your strategy, less it's going to make sense. And probably the less it's going to actually work for you. So just start trying stuff, make some changes, and you'll see what works pretty quickly. The other thing is you want to work on multiple niches so you don't burn one up. The more you can spread things out, the more it's going to look natural, and hopefully the big G will actually favor you. So the key is just to mix things up so Google doesn't see the same links coming in from the same properties. And also, another reason for working on multiple niches is so that you can actually spread out your earnings. Certain niches will do really well at certain times of the year, and they won't do so well other times of the year. So keep all that in mind. I hope you've enjoyed this training video, and I'll see you in the next video.